Welcome to my channel to everyone who's new here and of course those of you who are back again. Great to have you here. In this video we will take a look together at possible scenarios for the price development of XRP, Dogecoin, Solana and Cardano. Things remain exciting, so make sure to watch until the end. And if you also want to trade with cheap taker fees, then I can recommend you the crypto exchange mexc, which has a similar trading volume to Bitget, OKX and Bybit, but as you can see I already highlighted it here. The taker fees are far much lower than on the other top crypto exchanges, and on top of that you can get an additional 20% discount on those low taker fees if you use my referral link, which you can find in the video description. 100 pers, 0 fees just on mexc, and here you can trade some popular altcoins without any fees on mexc. So let's get to XRP. XRP did a good job yesterday. With the sell-off here, we didn't break much to the downside, anything to the downside. We have formed here in bright blue a rising wedge. If this breaks to the downside, which is currently the price mark of $2.36, but for sure the price mark is going to move over the time depending on when we are going to break to the downside. So currently it's $2.36. We have also said if the $2.44 breaks to the upside sustainable, then we can be long for XRP with a nice push into $2.47.5. And if we also break it to the upside, then we can get for our targets. The targets of the old falling wedge here, which broke to the upside, which got its retest twice. Target is the $2.53 if we break the $2.47.5 to the upside, and also here an inverted head and shoulders formatation. So target here $2.58. That inverted head and shoulders formatation, yeah, I will draw you that again. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This can happen. What also can happen is that we get here our left shoulder, our head, and here a right shoulder. So keep that scenario in mind. What I kind of like and think is positive is that we didn't break the $2.44 in one go. I like it when resistance is resistance and we get rejected there. We have also seen it. When we got into that resistance, we sold off. When we got again into that resistance, we sold off. Here again, we went into the resistance 3 times in a row and sold off. We have formed a small bullish pattern, which is a small bull flag. So if that bull flag breaks to the upside, which is currently the $2 and let's say also 44 cents. If that breaks to the upside, then we can get the push which we need to get a sustainable breakout for XRP with a nice retest, and I'm going long in the retest for the push. Why do I go in the retest? I will enter a trade when I see getting in retest means we get here the breakout, get here the retest of the old trend line, and here I'm going long. Because, let me draw it again a bit different, like this. So if I jump into the trade right here and we sell off for the retest, and I have seen retests happen quite often, then I would in this example lose 0.8% without leverage. If we then sell off quick and wick lower than the trend line, then we can also lower the price a bit more by another 1% just to buy up very fast again, which wouldn't invalidate our bullish pattern. So in that moment, I would say emotionally, I would say, oh, I'm in losses. The pattern still didn't get invalidated. So I'm 0.8% without leverage in losses. If we then invalidate the chart pattern, then I'm minus 2.2% or even minus 3% for XRP. But if I jump into the retest and we get the push to the upside, then I have made 0.85% more than if I go into the trade up here. And if I lose, then I just lose 1.3% or even 2.25%. That's far much less than if I jump into the trade up here. If we see a candle close over it. That's why I like to jump into the retest, and the retest is also showing me if my trend line is working. So if the retest works, then my trade is most likely also going to work with a very high chance. So I've talked about XRP and the trades, so everything is still the same. If we break to the upside, $2.44, then it's positive. If we break to the downside, $2.36, then it would be negative, but we can also drop to $2.36 just to form the right shoulder. That's possible. So what about Dogecoin? With the sell-off yesterday, we just got the retest. I didn't trade it because getting candles like this is scary for me, and I don't know, is this just the retest? Now I know it. Yeah, it was just the retest for the follow through, but it could have been that we push to the upside to close the fair value gap here, which we also did, and sell off. That's why I don't like to trade it. And also, if we sell off that quick and buy up that fast again, then I'm not going to catch the retest here perfectly, or even here. So it's too volatile to trade, in my opinion. What we can trade is this breakout here. We got a breakout over the 23.8 cents with one retest, with a second retest. Here we got already the follow through, so it looks positive to me. Dogecoin looks long to me. If we break the 24.5 cents to the upside, then I would set my stop loss to break even. Now it's lower than the white trend line here. And the target is the area between 25.6 cents to 26.4 cents. I will also put you here 2 price marks for the purple box. That's the take profit area. 3 targets are heading into that area. The first one is the rectangle, which broke to the upside, which got its retest. The second one is an head and shoulders formatation, where we also have the length of one shoulder. Put it to the breakout point. Here we are, also the box. And the third one is the spread of the bull flag. Put it to the breakout point. With the retest, then we see 25.6 cents. If we take the normal breakout, then it would get us also in the purple box 26 cents. But I like to put it on the second retest. So basically 3 targets heading into the purple box looks positive to me. We need a breakout over the 24.56 cents. If we get more bullish, if that bull flag is going to get us this push, where we can say we got the push to the upside, then we consolidate it within a bull flag. Then we take the push to the upside, put it then to our breakout point, inclusive the retest. Let me zoom in. So here it's perfect. Target 31 cents. But also the 28.58 cents to 31.2 cents is going to get us some resistance. I think I have to move into the 8-hour chart, yes. Then you can see already, whenever we got into that purple area, we got some price movement to the upside and to the downside. Also here, 2 times in a row, we went into the purple box from the downside and we sold off twice. Here we got several times support. So in that area I would be careful. Yeah, it's a huge area, I know, but I don't have more data to say where we can get a smaller box where we can say here it's a higher chance that we should top out and see a pullback incoming. It's that box right now. So basically Dogecoin looks good to me. If we lose support at 23.35 cents, I will also put you here price mark, then it would look a bit negative for Dogecoin, and then we can drop back into the 21.9 cents, which is also going to be the cross of the bull flag over the time. So I'm talking about this here. This price level, this is going to get interesting. So what about Solana? Solana wasn't tradable for me. We have said if we break the 174 US dollar to the upside, sustainable. Here I can't see if it's sustainable or not in this time here, because we broke to the upside, the retest failed. We broke here to the upside, here was the retest, but I wasn't 100% safe if this was the retest. It was, we can say it now, and we got the follow through. But with the push here, where we got another retest of the white trend line, the white trend line is also, I think, on the daily chart. Where we have connected the lows here with each other. We broke it to the upside. This was actually where I would say, here I would increase my position size. Instead, I have just tried a small long position from 176 US dollars into the 180 US dollar. It worked, but not with the position size which I wanted to have. So basically, this scenario here is gone because we already hit the target. With the push to the upside, we have also got into the target of the head and shoulders formatation, 179 US dollar. I can take this one out. And also from the rectangle, where we have also said we got here the breakouts to the downside already, small ones. We got also breakouts to the upside. Afterwards, we sold off into the target of the rectangle. This one here, we got it perfectly hit. The same should happen to the upside. We hit it. Not 100% perfect, but we hit it. So what now? I think if the 180 US dollar breaks to the upside sustainable, $180.30, then we can get into the top area 184 US dollar to 85 US dollar. I will put you here a box. So I'm talking about this one here. 2 price marks for you as well. So if we also break it to the upside, then the next target is the resistance, which is upcoming at 187 US dollar. I will also put you here a price mark. If we also break it to the upside, I don't think that is going to happen today. Tomorrow is also a day. There we will also do videos and talk about the current market stage. But 191 US dollar and 195 US dollar, there we have fair value gaps. Those are take profit areas as well. If we move into the 50 minutes chart, then we have built up our first bearish pattern, which can be a double top pattern. If we break it to the downside, which is currently the $177.10, then we can see the 174 US dollar and 12 cents again. That's the target of the length from the top to the bottom. Put it to the breakout point. 174 US dollar is the target of that double top pattern. That wouldn't get us bearish. I think if we break the 174 US dollar to the downside, then we have some issues, and then we have to see if we are going to form other bearish patterns which direct us the target. So far, Solana looks good to me, and we have a good chance breaking to the upside. What I also see is, I have told you, this can be a double top pattern. But what if this is just a bull flag? Also works. So we have a bullish and a bearish pattern at the same time. So now we have to see, do we break to the upside or to the downside? So keep a close look on that. So what about Cardano? I have told you yesterday that with this sell-off, it might be possible that we get our second retest, or if we are going to bounce on that trend line a bit more often. I personally have used the 74.8 cents as a long entry, because I have seen here that we got support. I didn't take the trade perfectly at 74.8 cents, but a bit higher when I saw here that we didn't close lower than that. We didn't close lower than that and got a green candle in. We got here the retest and here a follow through candle. So basically it looked very good to me and it looked long. Also here we had resistance in the past and here support. So that's why I used it. We pushed to the upside, and I have used, since I was in a trade here and was in profits, I could be more risky, and being more risky was even worth it because we got here another breakout with a retest of the X resistance, which we retested from the upside, means it's support, broke to the upside, and here was the 78.5 cents, which I have talked about. They have to break to the upside as well, because afterwards the target is going to be the 81.4 cents and the area next to it. We broke out, we retested the 78.5 cents again, got another follow through, and we are currently near to the target of the falling wedge in purple. So what now? I think Cardano is in a rectangle. If we go into the 50 minutes chart, then you are going to see it far more better. This here is a rectangle. So we can say here double top pattern. We can also see double bottom pattern. So that's a rectangle. It's just a box where the price goes sideways. So basically we have seen it with Solana. I will jump into Solana real quick to show you that again. This here was also a rectangle. The rectangle broke to the downside and to the upside, and we hit both targets in both directions. Why that? Because we can say this is a double top pattern. If we break it to the downside, then we should get into the length of top to bottom. We hit the target here. Afterwards, we broke this to the upside and got the same target hit to the upside. And we have many stop losses lower than the box and over the box. We got liquidity there and we got momentum traders. They all see the same. So basically what I can imagine is that we first break to the upside before we break to the downside, or if that is going to happen, then this should be our local top and we should sell off and maybe get even a bigger pullback to the downside. If we break to the downside, then I can take you here the target. If we break the 79.5 cents to the downside, the target of that rectangle is the 78 cents for Cardano, but also we have support at 78.5 cents. If that is going to happen first, that we break to the downside and we get a second retest of the 78.5 cents or even wick a bit lower than that, then I think we can even get a nice push to the upside. So 80.1 cents, if they break to the upside, target 82 cents. If that is going to happen, then I'm going to increase my position size one last time. If we get a setup Same like we had here before. Breakout, retest, breakout, retest. Also down here, if we take it, breakout, retest, breakout, retest. If that is going to happen, last long into 82.25 cents for my side, and then it was a very, very profitable trade for me. This push to the upside was already how much? 9% without leverage. If we get into the top area, 10%, it's already a lot. Then I think we can get a small pullback. But if we are going to form more patterns like this, 84.8 cents is going to be the target. But in my opinion, since I'm over leveraged and far more risky, I don't want the push to the upside, which is still 3%. But what if we break to the downside? Then my profits are gone. And I have lost all my profits, and even maybe I will be in losses if I don't set a stop loss to break even, or if I take it out because I think maybe we have the chance to get up one more time, which is completely wrong. Having faith in the market. Don't have faith, look into the chart. The chart is already telling you what is going to happen. We have seen it with Cardano. It told us 3 times in a row where the chart is going to go, where the price is going to go. And it will tell us the 4th time, hopefully. I hope that it's not going to be a fake out and will be perfect like we had it in the run-up before. So I hope that I gave you some valuable information, and we see each other in the render, ONDO, SUI and HBAR update. See you.